Hello everyone, this is Rajeshwari Palani from the Department of Social Work, Stella Maris College. On behalf of the college and department, I'd like to welcome all of you for the session 2 of social group work. Previously, Ms. Hepzibah Mercy might have shared the details in the introductory part for the concrete foundation on social group work. So today, let us have the deeper understanding and different concepts in the subject of social group work. Let's get started. So before we going into the group work concept, let us have the understanding on social work. People think social work is about helping people by providing some kind of material things or supporting people on that particular time. It's actually more than that. It's about helping people by empowering themselves. It's about making them to understand their own abilities and opportunities that are available for them. And we also make them use of those opportunities and resources for their development. So it involves the professional skills, knowledge, and the professional methods, tools, techniques, and so many various theories involved in the social work field. And when we talk about the development of people, we have to have that empathetic tendency with us. We have to see, people and their development from their perspective. It's about, living with the people, standing with them, and also supporting them within from their own living space. So we have to keep that in our mind and we have to keep that in our heart when we work for the people. So now let's move into the next one. So now we can do the overview of the social group work session 1, which was organized by Ms. Hepzibah Mercy. She might have shared the definition given by the International Federation of Social Workers. It was the official definition given by IFSW. Then we can also see the methods of social work. So she shared the primary methods and secondary methods. So primary methods, it involves social casework, which is working with individuals, and social group work, which is working with groups, and so many therapeutic sessions and all that we will be discussing more in this session. Then the community organization, which is also the primary method, it's about mobilizing people for the community development. Then in the secondary methods, we have social action, which is the mass betterment through propaganda, social policy and the legislations. And we have social work administration, which is like we are working like an agency for people and the social change. And finally, we have the social work research, which is the systematic investigation to identify the needs and recommendations getting from the people. So these are all really significant methods in terms of social work. Now, then she might have shared the definition on this social group work, and then its foundational evolution by providing the history and philosophy of social group work. Then the rationale, the concrete reason was evolution of the group work, and also the goals and the scopes where the social workers can elaborately work with the group, such as in different fields, settings, and different target people. So now let us get the deeper understanding on social group work with different characteristics, principles, process, and the types. Now let's discuss about the characteristics of social group work. Characteristics is also known as the unique qualities of the social group work. Social group work is a democratic methods of social work. It is called as democratic method because it involves the democratic principles. We provide the equal opportunity to all the members that are part of the group work. So we are encouraging them to take part in the decision making process, as well as we also we encourage them to contribute so much for the development of group. Then it involves the democratic ideologies and really leadership qualities. We identify the leadership potentials and we encourage the members to take part in the leadership activities, as well as there will be a shift. There won't be any one particular leader won't be there in the group work. There will be a shift by session, and based on their skills development, there will be a shift in the leadership codes as well. Then there will be the constructive relationship is the base for the achieving its objectives. Constructive relationship, which means having the positive and the purposeful relationship, which will enable the members to understand the group structures and also develop towards the group. Then they have the individual members are helped through the groups to experience growth. It is actually the great ideal concept in terms of social group work, because the getting that personal growth through the group experience, it is the ultimate concept for the group work. So through the different understanding, different discussions, people will get different perspectives, and through that their perspectives may be redefined, or there will be the alternations, and that thing is the beauty in the social group work concept. And it is based on the humanitarian philosophy. So we talk about the rights, we talk about the human welfare, and we focus on the equality. So it completely focuses on the humanitarian philosophy. And also we, the group worker, is being as the facilitator. We make the members to share, we make the members to work towards their achievement. So we are being the facilitator and making sure everything is going in a right place. Then the thing is also called the ability and capacity for self-direction. So we have to make sure that members are going in a particular way where they have to reach their development, as well as they'll be focusing on more of the self-direction by improving their personal growth, by getting more knowledge and new interpersonal skills. So now let us move into the types of social groups. So we have 3 major types. Under these there are so many subgroups, but these 3 major groups broadly accepted in the social work context, and also followed by the many social workers. So let us talk about the treatment groups. So first group we call it as the treatment groups. The treatment groups are focusing on the personal development of the people, about providing the psychosocial support, the emotional support, as well as the therapeutic understanding on the issues. So it focuses more of like the personal experiences might have shared in the group work, and many people from different experiences, different issues will share their experiences, especially people from the illness and the addictive behavior. And we focus on the behavioral change in treatment groups to provide the better and to focus on the much more well-beingness of the people. Then there the second group we consider as the task groups. So task groups are the structure, but it also focused on achieving the particular specific objective or goals. So the people will come together and will work towards the particular objective or the aim or the goal, and they'll be conducting activities together, they'll be working towards the goal. So that is what the task group is all about. They'll come together to solve a particular to work on a particular task, and they will go back, they'll evaluate and they'll go back. That is where the task groups are. And now we have the developmental groups. Apart from the therapeutic groups, which is also known the treatment groups, apart from the treatment groups and task groups, these development groups focus on the social and the economical development of the people. It focuses on the massive development through the social as well as emotional, the holistic development of the people. It focuses on the holistic development. So the developmental groups will also have the subgroups. So we will see all these subgroups in the upcoming slides. Now let us see the subgroups in the treatment groups. So we have educational group. So educational groups is not just about working in the educational institutions, but it's about making the people aware about their situation, making the people understand about the situation. It's about, we provide the new knowledge, we make the members, the group members, to understand what are all the things that they are going through, or the available resources that they can use. Those kind of empowering people with terms of knowledge is known as the educational group. The growth group, they'll be focusing on the self direction and the personal development through the group experiences by developing the communication skills, the interpersonal skills, and gaining knowledge from others' inputs. And in remedial group, it's focusing on adjusting their maladaptive behavior. It focuses more of the behavioral change and where they'll find some kind of alternative activities to overcome their behavioral issues. So that will be focusing on the remedial group. In group counseling, it is like the shared experiences of the members where they'll share together, and with that they'll come up with a concrete understanding on the situation as well as the needs to be addressed in the later period. So that is where the group counseling comes. In the group therapy, they do have much more deeper understanding or sharing on the social and the psychological and the emotional understanding of the groups. So that is where the psychotherapy of the group work comes. Then we have the T groups and treatment groups. T groups means the training groups. The training groups where they learn the new skill or they'll understand about the situation, or where they learn their new ways to cope up their measures. So they'll learn something new like interpersonal skills. They'll learn their interpersonal skills or their any kind of activity to cope up their personal issues like that. So these are all the major types under the social groups. So there are the subgroups, and these groups have the different abilities and different functions to work with. We have to keep that in our mind, those two. So these are the subgroups in the treatment groups. Now let us discuss about the task groups and developmental groups and their subgroups. So we have the committee. Committee is formed to plan and to create specific objectives and work towards that. And the board is created for the policy advocacy work and for the official decision making and to create the concepts for the overall development of the organization. And about the council have different areas and the different places to work with. So they come together and they'll work for that particular target group that they have created for, and they'll reach those people to the development issues, and they'll prepare the development programs and plans for the different levels. And the teams it is like the executive body. So all the other members will create the decisions and they'll suggest the works, and the team is more of like activity oriented. The people will come together, they'll take action towards the particular work that they have assigned, and they'll complete the work. That is their ultimate goal when it comes to the team. So in the developmental groups, we have the self-help groups and the support groups. So in the self-help groups, we have all heard about the women's self-help groups and all. So self-help group, it's not just about getting to know about the financial aspects, but it's about the individual development through the social skills. So through the self-help groups, the members should aware about the particular schemes or the programs or policies that are available for the development. So we should also focus in that. Then in the support groups, it's about sharing from one to another about their development. It's like sharing their experiences with them. With the added knowledge, we can also get so many inputs from others, and through that there will be a support on the social as well as the emotional aspects. So now let us discuss about the principles of social group work. Here we can see the H.P. Trucker's image. He is one of the significant persons who have contributed so much for the development of social group work as well as the social work theories. So he has given, in 1948, he has given 10 principles of social group work by the book called Social Group Work Principles and Practice. So in that 10 principles, we can see one by one. Which are all the principle is effective and how we can use and when we can use when we work with the group work. So The principle of planned group formation. It is the first and primary principle. Planned group formation means we should know why we are gathering these members for our group work, why we are involving them. We should know their needs. Based on their needs, we have to gather members, and along with our agency objectives. If you are working in the organization or agency, you must know the client's needs or the members' needs are along with your agency's objectives. So there will be the mutual understanding and support between the members and the agency. So that is really important. Then the principle of specific objectives. So we must know, even though we created the group for this particular course, we must know what are all the sub objectives that we will be focusing on. So the ultimate goal, for example, the ultimate goal is focusing on the behavioral change of the members who will be having the repetitive addictive behaviors. So we'll be focusing on that. It is great, but we should also know, okay, before that we have to keep we have to focus on their day-to-day regular pattern. We have to discuss with the families. So we have to have the specific objectives to focus on the aim or the goal that we really want to achieve. Then we have the principle of purposeful worker group relationship. So having the purposeful as well as the professional relationship with the members as the group worker is really important, and the members must be really comfortable and safe to share their emotions and their concerns with the group workers. So we have to make sure that we are providing such a safe and comfortable environment to the members to share their understandings and their issues. And we should have and we have in the fourth principle, we have the principle of continuous individualization. So as this group worker, we have to know that each and every member in the group has their own unique abilities, knowledge, and background, and the norms. So we have to respect that. We have to identify those uniqueness, and we have to act accordingly. Then we have the principle of guided group interaction. So in therapeutic groups and all, people won't share in the very first session. So they may need the concrete or the gradual improvement by providing the rapport building, and so much of communication and so much of rapport is really important when we focus on these kind of therapeutic groups. Not only for that, but also for any group, we have to focus that we have to make sure that members are contributing for the conversation. So members are giving their opinions on the particular decision that the group will be taking on. So those things is also very important. Now let us discuss about the principle of democratic group self-determination. Sixth principle, it's one of the 10 principles given by the H.P. Drucker. So it's about making the group to understand their own abilities and take decisions for their issues. So it's not just about taking decisions, it's also about taking responsibilities for their own actions. Next, we have the principle of flexible functional organization, and we must know that all the members are coming from different backgrounds, and they are coming from different places. The travel concerns are there, and the timings, the schedule of the time will be differ. So based on that and based on the members' availability, we have to fix the sessions. If we are conducting the group work sessions or activities, also we should involve all the members in that particular activity. So it must be very flexible for the members to take part in the sessions, also as well as the members to take part in the activities. Now we have the principle of progressive program experience. There must be the gradual improvement in the people and their behavior or their character shift. If the person comes in the very first session, there must be the gradual or a small change must be there when the person comes for the fifth or sixth session. So these are all things that we have to know, and we have to work towards that. In the ninth principle, we have the resource utilization. The principle of resource utilization is real effective because the optimum use of resource is very helpful for the clients to improve and develop the situations in a great level. Especially we have to understand the individual's resources in the group, as well as the group as the whole resource, and the resources from the external or the agency side. So we should make sure that members are getting the optimum use of those resources. And now we have the principle of evaluation. So evaluation is really important because it gives us idea and understanding on where we have to go very well in the future, or in the next session how we can create, or what are all the things that we have carried out, how well it worked. So those things are really important. So evaluation, it's not only gives you an idea of the current session, but it also gives you the input for the upcoming future sessions. Now let us discuss about the roles of group worker and social group work. We, the group workers, are doing the multitasking work, and we have so much of responsibilities to focus on. So we have to we have to acknowledge our works. So we are being the educator as the group worker. It's not just about working with groups, it's also about being the educator, where we make sure that members are getting the accurate and correct information, so that there won't be any misunderstanding or miscommunication between the groups. So we are educating the group members with valuable knowledge by providing the new understanding. And we are being the enabler. We are making sure that members are taking part in the group activities, and we are making sure that members are taking part in the decision making process as well. Since it's a democratic process, we should also make sure that all members are included in the group work process. So now we are also being as the facilitator. So as the group worker, we should not take our own decisions in the groups and its works. So we have to be as the facilitator to make sure that all members are part of the decision making process, and we should also make the members to share interaction. Even no one should feel left out, and no one should feel that they are being isolated. That is the ultimate goal as being the facilitator. And now we are also being the advocate, as we are putting our members' needs in front of the people, in front of the families, communities, and the agencies. So we are being the great advocate on behalf of the members' needs. And we are being the therapist. In many cases, the therapist plays a vital role because we are listening to them. The active listening is really important when we are being the therapist. So we are listening to them, we are understanding them, we are putting ourselves in their situation, and we are seeing the things. So the therapist is really important. Being therapist is really important. And as well as in some cases, people may need special services, professional services. So for that also we have to keep that in our mind. Then we are being the coordinator between the members and the agency, and the members, between the members and the available resources, and we are making sure everything goes in a right place. We are making sure that the cooperation and mutual understanding between all those external factors. And we are being the mediator. Sometimes the conflicts may arrive, and we are making sure that there won't be any kind of conflicts or issues between the members or apart from the group work process. So we are being the mediator to resolve the conflicts in certain situations. And last but which is really important, the documentation and evaluation. There are so many methods to document our reports, but we have to keep the record of all the works that we do in the group work session, and we have to make sure that members are being acknowledged by our work as well. And it gives a solid proof and evidence for our work, that the improvement and the understanding that we got from the group. And it also provides the understanding to make sure that all the sessions will be taken care for in the future thing. So evaluation also is really important, and those documentation evaluation works, we have to make sure that we got the we have to make sure that we got the concerns from the clients or the members when we document their sharings, their personal experiences. We have to make sure that we are getting their concerns, because confidentiality is very important when it comes to the documentation. So these are all the references. I'm so grateful for the resources that were available for me, for the online resources and the books and the PDFs that I received, and everything helped me so well to conduct this session. I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the college and the department for providing such the enrich and new opportunity for me to conduct this session. And I also thank head of the department and faculty members who have been great support and encouragement throughout my work. And special thanks to the MSW second year students who have shared the pictures of fieldwork group work sessions with me for this presentation. Thank you.